Well, meantime, a federal appeals court says the DOJ can resume looking at documents marked classified that were seized at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. And it clears the way for investigators to evaluate the documents as they consider whether to bring criminal charges over the storage of top secret records after Trump left the White House. The appeals court argued that Trump presented no evidence that he declassified the sensitive records. Trump has denied any wrongdoing, continuing to maintain he can declassify documents. He spoke to Fox's Sean Hannity yesterday. Take a listen.
If you're the president of the United States, you can declassify just by saying it's declassified, even by thinking about it, because you're sending it to Mar-a-Lago or to wherever you're sending it. And there doesn't have to be a process. There can be a process, but there doesn't have to be. You're the president. You make that decision.
All right, so joining us now, NewsNation contributor George Will. George, Trump there saying that the president makes that decision. What is your reaction to his comment, as well as the timing of this interview?
Well, the timing is driven, I think, by the sense that the walls are closing in a little bit on Mr. Trump with his myriad investigations. However, when he says that the president can do this just by thinking about it, this is almost a parody of the problem we have circumscribing presidential power. Presidential power is presumptively at its maximum, and presidential discretion is presumptively least fettered when dealing with national security, which is what we're dealing with classified information. However, if there is no process, if a president can declassify something, as Mr. Trump says, by just thinking about it, then this is time for Congress to say, we're going to need a process.
Well, you know, George, Trump says that AG James campaigned on taking him down, calling this a continuation of a witch hunt. We know that that defense certainly has worked in the past when it comes to the court of public opinion. Will it work now?
She did campaign on taking him down. She made it a political issue, and there's a kind of inherent problem with electing judges, and I think there's an inherent problem with electing attorneys general. Because this does inevitably look political. She used the strong anti-Trump feeling in New York to her political advantage, and now it is coming back to taint her investigation. I think Mr. Trump has a point.
Well, there's a poll by the New York Times and Siena College that shows, despite all of these investigations, support for the former president has remained stable since it was last polled in July. Is he untouchable?
Well, you remember when he was a candidate, he said I could go out in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and it wouldn't cost me any support. What you're seeing in this particular case is not only does this not weaken his support, it confirms his supporters. Many of them are supporters of him because they believe with him that there is such a thing as a deep state, that it is conspiring in secrecy to do terrible things to him and inferentially to them. And therefore, it's not surprising that they say, yes, this just shows that Mr. Trump's been right all along.
Yeah, his supporters certainly seem to be unswayed. All right, George, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.